Radiant team
come
ban.
on.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. DC's turn to ban. Radiant team pick.
Lone Druid.
DC's turn to pick.
War Chief.
DC's turn to pick.
Rubik.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Pudge.
DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. DC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
queen of pain.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Vengeful spirits.
DC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Chen.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Life Stealer.
DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Legion Commander.
DC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Slark.
So who? Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're already
10
inside too,
seconds
so I
remaining.
imagine what they're probably going to do is go do that pull under the tower,
5
one of
seconds
them,
remaining.
probably the Pudge, and get to that burst to level 2, and then probably make a gank on either the Centaur or maybe make an approach towards the mid lane. I would wager the Centaur, given that the mid lane is a Queen of Pain, who's going to be pretty difficult to gank. So.
Prepare for battle.
I am ever so grateful.
And Pudge goes out bright and early here to get a ward towards the vision of the Northern Bounty Rune right now. Soxa goes a bit deep himself. Did he get a ward down? It doesn't look like it here. No, he maybe was worried about getting spotted, or probably was briefly spotted and knows he's going to have to pick up this ward and take it elsewhere. They're going to be under the vision right now, WanteD. But it does not look like we're going to have any sort of early brawl in this one. So a doozy of a matchup to start out day number 5 of American Qualifier action. Welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in, it is WanteD versus Digital Chaos here. One of these teams moves on into the playoffs, and one of these teams, believe it or not, does not. And it might be a bit of an upset if Digital Chaos were to be taken down in this series and, you know, not moving on even into the playoff portion.
The battle begins.
Good for him, right? I'm pretty happy for the guy. I remember when he played the Chen in a game yesterday, Blaze was here with me, and he was really boasting about how Misery's Chen is just so awesome. And he's like a micro god. Yeah, he's got... You were listening? Yeah, oh goodness. Helm of the Dominator was picked up as well. Do you anticipate he'll probably do a bit of the same thing here? All right, so what do we have going on here? It doesn't look like Jayo's going to go for the pull on the bottom lane Radiant. He goes for the pull in the top lane, trying to get the wave pulled. He only manages to get the ranged courier. He pulled the small birdie, not the big one. And it will help a little bit, but it's obviously not as big of a pull as they were hoping for. And meanwhile, speaking of pulls and juggling neutral camps nearby, PPD is infiltrating and tries to disrupt the momentum of Moon's side farming.
Give it up.
Good for you. Oh, PPD doing more work out of my radar here. Bottom lane, they're going to get that jump on the Moon. He didn't even need his level 2 for it, and Moon will go down. First strike is going to be going the way of WanteD.
Denied. My thrift rewarded.
So Jayo now, after looking like he was flirting with joining in the lane for a little bit, it would be difficult for him to try to make any approach to that top lane. DC did a nice job getting that lane ward down, so everything could be under their watchful eye. Jayo's going to go to the bottom lane, could go for a pull to build up even some more levels early on. Just doing his thing by being off the radar, you know, not being in the sight. That keeps DC thinking and a bit curious as far as where the next hook could be coming in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He just drew it out on the map right there. Him and PPD seem to be going on an adventure, and it's another one to annoy Moon. He's actually trying to use the shrine nearby. PPD sees this happening and doesn't decide to pull the trigger on the missile, and then a hook follow-up from Jayo. Maybe the range was a bit too far, or maybe they just kind of calculated already that they were not going to have enough firepower, but they'll let Moon go on this day, and Moon's just going to find farm elsewhere. But that is a free lane of farm right now for Chessie on this Lifestealer, who is pretty neck and neck at the moment with Resolution Slark. But there he comes, looking to possibly round the corner here at an attempt onto Lone Druid. We'll see. Oh, Duo's nearby. Misery's waiting for the opportune moment to strike right here. He's got that Centaur creep at the ready. Duo will show himself in the lane, and now they'll make their move. Leading in Weehaw, dishes out the Scream. He gets the Savage Roar off, but Misery just continues to pelt him with right clicks from behind, and Kyo may not even know what hit him right there, and it's going to be a sudden gank, and DC even the game up.
Gift from the goddess.
So couldn't make the next level play, I guess, this time. But I like that you're thinking there. Definitely something I wouldn't have considered. Oh, PPD was just running coast to coast from mid lane to bottom, glancing by the rune, quickly gets swarmed by DC members and is going to be punished. One little birdie. The ever so annoying Harpy Stormcrafter. Not seen used nearly as much. No, you know, no more of those days of just throwing the Harpy in the mid lane and just bugging the mid laner with it, you know? Well, he doesn't have... That's all he has right now. He just loses his Centaur creep. Top lane, JO gets the pullback for Resolution, but he will pounce his way right back under the tower and even gets assistance there from Saksa. And... Yep. That game sense, a tingle in here. He will run right up and all the way through to the other side. And there will be no pursuit. Boris continues to farm his way up here in the top lane, finding 16 CS for himself, which you compare that over to Moon, who had already been taken down and is kind of working with side camps. He's falling a bit short here and could be falling even further, as it seems like a gank could be successful here, and it will be successful. Guess who got that last hit? It looked like the Harpy did. Good little Harpy. Did its job. And now DC up 3-1. But I was mentioning briefly there before the fight actually broke out, Moon Meander, you know, considering it seemed like a bit of a struggle at the start, he's still doing fine. He's close to level 6 and he has a fair amount of CS. He actually has the third most CS. Ooh, jump on mid lane for QO here, but WanteD have members nearby, and they're going to make their own engagement. They're going to lose the Lone Druid first and foremost. They will get a little bit of redemption there, taking Saksa as a return, but obviously the greater prize going to DC on this one.
Go for my master.
It always seems like that, doesn't it? It just hits you from outer space. But as it is right now, putting in the work, using its burst, and not gonna go straight for the pipe, or not straight for the blink. He's gonna go straight for a hood, a trusty hood, to lead things in on the Centaur. Oh, PPD tries to run it for a gank and finds himself face first in the army of misery. Will get hit with a lot of nuke damage, but then gets hit, you know, gets a salve, heals up, and they just 180 out from that gank attempt. DC actually have 4 team members now up here, and they just reflect off the harassment coming in from WanteD. Yeah, sorry, as it's Moon who's looking to disrupt things now. Popped it with the Sonic Wave and gets the job done. Just a bit shy right there for the JO response hook, but you see again on the up and up, now 5-2. Yeah. Yeah, no more losing your little green shoes, but you could be losing your life here. Chessie looks to open things up onto Moon, but he simply pops the Stampede and will run back and away. I suppose that's 80 seconds that WanteD could work around knowing there's no Stampede available, but I imagine they're not going to be finding too many openings here within the next minute or so. How about Boris, though? What's he looking to do? He's getting close to level 7. His duel's online, but can he really even find a way to put some use out of it right now, or does he need more items?
Look to your own.
He sees the ward now and know that they probably not fare too well if they keep moving forward, but they are still going to truck their way up and possibly into the DC high ground there, but Misery was waiting. So WanteD instead will probably put some harassment onto this tier 1 tower. We'll see if DC looks to defend it out here. Weehaw getting hit up with the open wounds. There's no Sonic Wave for him for at least another 30 seconds. And then WanteD pull on back. It looks like he's going to infest up one of the creeps here, Misery, but Misery takes it back and sends it back inside the fountain! Oh, Chessie! We've seen that before, and it comes right back. Well played from Misery. Oh my goodness, well played. That was awesome. Ake did that once, right, on Alliance, and I hadn't seen it again since. Just, I'm sure Misery grinning ear to ear right now. That was cute. Oh, that was awesome. Well done. And something I'm sure Chessie's not going to be doing too much more of moving forward. So. Yeah. But new smoke here for WanteD. And already looking to put it to work, man. WanteD already, you know, we've only seen them through, now this is what, their 3rd series ever as a team, at least in competitive Dota. And I've noticed the obvious trend here. Smoke, let's make some plays. More smokes, more plays. Saksa is going to be the play on this smoke. And it's going to be QO who picks up the last hit. At that moment, though, Weehaw moving in, trying to burst down the wave. Still looking for that tier 1 objective, but will quickly shy off. Looking to hold on to and maintain control of the map. Obviously a huge priority for him. Yeah. Oh! Resolution walking into the lane, finds himself hooked from Jo just near that tier 1 tower, but he's going to be easily able to make it out, pouncing to the high ground. Nice hook though from Jo. Instantly brings the hype, and then he just simply gets away with the easiest of efforts. Uh-oh. Yeah, they got it. That's going to be the first duel. Force the boxer able to swing away on his first duel and claim the first bit of extra 10 damage. Jo, though, going to find himself in trouble. Only gets the hook onto the Misery creep, and Forrest is going to quickly try to purge off the damage and run back and away. Chessie pops up from that creep. Now looks to go onto Wee. Wee, though, with that haste rune, be able to just scoot himself away from trouble. But Boris is moving back in for Misery. Needs one more hit. Can he get it? He gets slowed down, but eventually they will get the grab. 2-for-1 trade. DPD will help clean up the rest of the pieces here from Misery. And now rooted up. Moon not going to be able to make it away. Dishes out the stun. Sonic Wave comes in from Wee, and they're going to be able to blast down QO. Chessie still a man on a mission. Moves in to get the finish on Moon, and will be able to do it, but it will cost him his own life. WanteD now. Need to get the hell away. Soxa's on the chase, but they will be able to make it out. Punches thrown from both sides. Noses are bleeding. Eyes are bruised. Who comes out the big winner, though? Oh, the smoke back though. You don't suspect the smoke back play. Picking up a blink dagger and going back in for more. It's going to be Boris. Secures a killing spree and some more damage as they take down Resolution. Hook just off the mark. Good sidestep from Saksa. But yeah, the swap's going to be there from PPD. And they bite him down before he can TP out. Cute steal and use of the rage, but oh, it's not going to be good enough. And WanteD suddenly get themselves right back into the driver's seat of this game. Uh-oh, mid lane, jump in though, DC. Take the steering wheel right back and quickly crush QO of all people. Now QO's been taken down twice, back to back. Rough. Oh, and yeah, we catch the back end of that one too. It's PPD unfortunately crossing paths with Resolution in a one-on-one, and I guess you can predict how that's gonna go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, hold on. This game's not done yet. A new Boris fight goes in. It's going to be trouble for him, though. Moon Meander steps in with a clutch stomp, hits him with the double edge, and it's going to be a winning fight for Weehaw and Digital Chaos. But now, back the other way, Weehaw's going to be able to link out. The Savage Roar looked like it was just off the mark. Just a bit, just a little bit too late. So close, though. This game is hype, man. There is a lot of fights breaking out. This is intense. This is good, Dota. Yeah. Another smoke, another play to come out here from Digital Chaos. So many cooldowns, so many big plays to be able to utilize, and just when one thing goes on cooldown, there's another thing available, and here DC are looking to put it back to use. This time, though, it doesn't seem like they're going to be catching out WanteD. They already throw out the preemptive scan, and then now they see that nothing's there. They're like, we want to go where the action is, and it's back towards mid lane, it would appear. Chessie's already sieging away at the tier 1. Boris is waiting back behind. The jump in is there from Moon. He's going to get hit with a Savage Roar. The hook, the swap now. Stun onto Moon. Weeha's going for the deny. He snipes the deny while this happens. It costs him an offlaner, and it's going to be more damage for the Legion commander, but I guess they deny the extra gold for WanteD.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Worthy tribute.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The coin of the realm.
And now they'll pull back, but we have Resolution now in prime form with his Shadow Blade. PPD steps in with a magic missile. Weehaw will come in himself and throw PPD up with the Yules to try to stop any extra harassment moving forward here. DC getting to each other's side, and we're seeing a lot more of this buddy-buddy system come into play for really both teams. It's a good heads-up call to make in terms of items go, and they recognize that there's just so many fights going, and then now they could be so many turned fights just with the benefit of picking up a Yules like that.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the more intriguing build-up here, the early Deso now seems to be going for the Dragon Lance. Uh-oh, PPD in the river, trying to just do maybe support things. Had a ward in his pocket, maybe was trying to put it down, but finds himself in DC Hood, and they will quickly take care of him. Mid lane. I was going to say, it looked like Saksa could potentially get jumped, but it looks like he'll be fine here. Looks like DC are content with their occasional pickoffs and grind of farm. You know, new items coming together for them too, as Misery is trying to build his way towards that Agnum Scepter after already completing that Helm of the Dominator, of course. And obviously Moon had already had his blink, so he's able to finish out the Force Staff, and then you know, the Ags that you were talking a bit about in the draft seems to be next on the docket for him.
A gift from the goddess.
Yeah, I mean, one quick hook. I mean, especially in the later game, you know, that's when most people are just so infuriated with the Pudge hero. It's just like the one hook game changer. Well, if you have Ag Stampede, it might be just enough for you to be able to break away and get back to your team and just, you know, force them to go back to fishing once again. Or obviously, if you're jumped by the Lifestealer and by open wounds, he'll do that get out of jail free card. Here comes Digital Chaos to the bottom lane now as they try to make their push towards the tier 2. And, you know, backpacked inside Boris right now, still Chessie waiting for an opportunity to maybe get the jump. Anyone they get a hold of on their own is probably as good as dead, but, you know, eventually their patience wears thin and they're going to have to hop off from that idea and just kind of go back to the drawing board. DC have been doing a nice job just kind of splitting themselves apart, avoiding too much trouble, and just playing the economy game, if you will. Okay, DC poke around at the bear a bit, and WanteD come in at full attendance to see if they could try to take a fight, and DC just dodge it at the moment. At least taking their business to their side of the river, hanging around their shrine in hopes that maybe WanteD would creep up from the low ground, but WanteD obviously not going to be looking to push too far. Peter might try to come around the corner here and throw out a wave. Both drop wards. I don't know, that might have been spotted. They'll see the sentry. He goes in for the ward. They drop a sentry themselves, and that's when they're going to pounce for PPD. They pull him back. They quickly look to burst down and get the ward, but that's when they jump in to get the quick snipe of the Rubik, taking him out. Just like that. DC may pull off at that point. WanteD will move in and probably take the tier 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He got in there and got the damage, and now has 44. Building his way, as you know, that third core, it's always nice to have. It's like a insurance policy of this. Could be swelling up Legion Commander, but uh-oh, JL. Thrown up into the Yules. Swing and a miss on the hook. PPD dishes out the stun, finds himself in the warpath of Resolution, who will quickly deal with him. On the other side, though, Boris and the Bear good to jump on the Moon. Moon creeps with inside to make it away, while down and below, Resolution secures a double kill as they take apart QO. We go back over to Boris, and he's been able to TP away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Go for my master.
Not able to kind of get that direct line of sight that moment of time, though. And Boris will be able to make it away DC. But after it looked like a bit of a grim situation with WanteD capitalizing on Saksa, moving forward with a tier 1, DC respond as the trend continues this game. A team makes a big play and the other team steps up to the challenge within moments and take the momentum right back. Like an early peek at the net worth for now, and it's just 6k to the advantage of DC. XP is just about the same.
Unlucky find.
Yeah, the win percentage definitely seems like it's rising quite a bit for DC. I wouldn't obviously count anything out for WanteD. They have that ridiculous, you know, potential hook, surprise factor, and they're going for their own extra bit of surprise. They have smoked, and they're going to rush up and run right through Wee, who's going to pop their smoke. and they're not going to know what's happening. They don't have a dust to kind of throw out, so it's just going to be a futile smoke attempt. And instead what they'll do is they backpedal for the Roche, and they're going to quickly try to take it down behind the back of DC. Nice. Quick movement for WanteD. Yeah, Croatians really count kind of... Yeah, Croatian number system is definitely a bit weird, but Resolution sees the message, comes around the mid lane, and is thinking about sniping PPD here. And he almost pump fakes, but waits for Moon to set things up for QO. They blast him down with a Sonic Wave coming out from Wii on top of it. Now the dust getting popped out. Jayo's going to get quickly dealt with here. DC, not too threatened whatsoever about WanteD moving in and taking care of the Roche. They will take care of WanteD as a team, and everyone will get dropped. Only Chessie, the Aegis holder, will survive, given that he wasn't even near the fight, unfortunately, it seemed. Now DC, with a huge advantage in numbers, will just parade themselves down this mid lane and go for the tier 2.
Under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower.
Always nice to have those sweet big golems, let's say. The extra bit of durability, the extra life. Yeah, it's always awesome. Misery just getting in the face a bit with the creeps here. WanteD will deal with those and try to recover a bit in the lane here, but the story continues to unfold the same. It's Digital Chaos looking so good here. The laning phase was drawn pretty close, maybe a touch favorable for WanteD, but since then and as the fights break out, DCF continue to trade and get a bit better. Yeah, they're like totally bottlenecked at this moment, and will unfortunately just have to deal with the bits of breadcrumbs of farm that are outside the base. And whatever farm is out there, you can sure as bet assume that Chessie and QO are going to be there to grab it, because they already have a That's a big item. That's a big, rich little fish boy right there. But Peter walks in. His swap going to get canceled out from that Lincoln. And they're going to just continue to dish out absolute chaos here. The Slark does end up going down. WanteD barely surviving here. Hold on and take it right to them. Doxa is going to be dropped on that note. On the backside, Moon is able to get a quick snipe on Boris, taking out the backliner there. And then runs out the other direction. His blink's up now. He does have a TP. Jayo, though, walks right in, gets out the damage, pops his own blade mail, and Moon will get dropped. Not bad at all. Uh-oh, QO, though. Not expecting the quick re-engagement here. Oh, man, Weehaw has had QO's number this game, man. How many Sonic Waves have I seen just blasted right for him? Another one. We'll add it. A little bit too much. And a BKB will be in order for Boris. I don't know if you touched on that yet, but I remember he was a critical component the last time he played the Legion Commander to be that true initiator and someone to lock down. Is that how it's going to work out again? Are WanteD going to have to rally behind Boris to be the one that can kind of maybe isolate and get a hold of Resolution? They already have a Resolution problem. PPD's dead. Jump in and just quickly executes him with that Lincoln Sphere. There's nothing that Peter can do to stop him. Yeah, I mean, I kind of went into that fight saying that PPD may have just wasted the swap, not knowing there was a Lincolns, but again, I don't know. Maybe PPD had seen it and just probably, yeah, just the quick and easy pop. Yeah, okay. Glad to set the record straight and give PPD the credit where it's due. Yeah. So, good heads up for him, and probably will look to do the same here. The siege continues. These ancient creeps just going to work onto this tier 2 while DC wait in the pocket. Someone to jump. Someone to get hooked. Someone to get swapped.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Swing and a miss on Wii. They go for a swap on a resolution. Moon jumps from the trees, gets the quick stomp, the quick finish on the PPD. Sonic Wave will fly out, but it was Rage. Still hit a bit, but not a whole lot of damage. He'll jump inside the little kobold. Only the one drop of PPD. DC will finish out the tier 2 and then 180 out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yep. This is just what you do when you're at this point in the game. WanteD head down mid though. Maybe they could catch DC crossing all the way to the other shrine. Ooh, they almost did. And it's been unfortunate here, the latter half of this game for Jo. You know, he started pretty nice, got some clutch hooks to get some setups, but, you know, since then, I haven't really felt too much of the power of the Pudge this game.
That should help.
Yeah, just, you know, could give credit to DC on that front. Proper ward placement, kind of having the wherewithal where JO's movements are, making things as difficult as possible. Plus, they have just pretty high mobile heroes. This would be a nightmare game to be a Pudge, but, you know, WanteD did commit with their first 2 picks for it. So now you're dealing with trying to hook a, you know, a Slark, a Blinking Queen of Pain, a Stampeding Pudge. Nothing seems easy in this game.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
My thanks.
Yeah. It would be nice if they could just get him some more burst of XP, if he could just get to that level 20 talent, especially at this point in the game when, you know, the enemy's sieging into your high ground. It'd be nice to be able to get back in the fight that much sooner, 50 seconds sooner to be precise. But he'll need a bit more time for that one. And DC are already kind of in the neighborhood here in the mid lane. Resolution leading out the front goes into Shadowblade. He is a man who's looking to stalk here a bit. But it looks like WanteD have already hidden indoors.
As if I wasn't slippery enough already.
Yeah. All right. Looks like Chetsy will hop back into Boris once again. There's a smoke on Peter. He's going to pop it now, and WanteD look to make their move. If they want to kind of try to get momentum for themselves in this game, they're going to have to make this count. There was a DC are going to wait in the high ground. Now Resolution was caught on the low, but that's when everyone comes out from the attic and balcony above. They jump down to where WanteD stand and then quickly take the fight right to them. They're going to blast down QO, take apart the remaining. Now they will get the jump on the Wii and take them apart, but then they go for the focus here. Chesty under huge target, huge stress, and he just gets bashed and stunned apart. He is done for sure. The last kill is going to be a deny from Jo. Roche comes up just in time for DC2, and they're going to go to work on it.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
In the scan, the scan to set it up and just see what's happening? Oh, for sure. His game sense has been ridiculous this game. He reads the movement there from WanteD, feeling out their kind of situation. And now DC find themselves moving into the high ground and sieging their way at this tier 3. This tier 3 is certainly going to be going down. Can they get a hold of a Rax, though? Everyone's coming back to life now from the side of WanteD, with only Chessie still on the sidelines for about 20 seconds. They are going to be able to quickly take down the Rax. I have quickly underestimated Resolution's damage output on these towers. Average War going to be forced out from QO as he gets his back scratched pretty hard there. Hook, not going to find it from Jo. Resolution now finds 300 gold, taking out the bear. A committed duel from Boris, and Resolution looks to go to the aid. There will be a swap out from PPD. Boris cannot make it out, though. Weehaw cuts off his path, and it's going to be Digital Chaos looking to go for closure in game number 1. Chessie has to pop back out, and Stampede will be called, and Digital Chaos will reset themselves a bit. Resolution steps inside, but and gets himself right back out. Oh, commitment in from Chessie here. Can't get the grab. Has to go back inside. There's a stomp from Moon, and a quick slashing, and a quick takeout of Jo. No buyback for him. He's out of this defense. QO has to run. It doesn't seem like he really has anything else to offer either. Weehaw does get locked down here, and will get taken down. Good setup there from Chessie, but now Resolution looks to go back to work onto him, building up those stacks once more. And WanteD just crawling themselves inside, trying their best to maybe deter DC from keeping their eyes on the prize. And it is appreciated here in a long-winded fight, but this could be the final hurrah for WanteD now. More buybacks being committed from both Chessie and QO. DC see this, they try to retreat. A swap back will be there. Oh, but a stolen swap from Soxo might save Moon on this one. It will be fine for now. They are going to end up losing Soxo on top of it. Chessie could be focused next. He goes in for the infest, takes the dragon, pops out again, looks to go for Misery, now gets himself stunned up. Will eventually get the grab on the Misery, and now looks to get a fight on with Resolution. Pounces to the high ground. Chessie tries to chase with a blink, but does not want to pursue any further. Holy moly, the dust finally will settle here.
I'll take that.
A lucky find.
So that's like a lot of gold. And he almost has a Hurricane Pike straight out. Resolution, though, has been spotted with a sentry, but he's already made his move for Jo. Will get that kill. Can he get the full hit and run, though? I don't think so. Law enforcement seems to catch up, but backup comes in from Moon. And he's able to get off a clutch two-man connection, but unfortunately it looks like he may be bashed up, locked down, and now hit him with a duel. And, oh, he gets it. Oh, did he get it because it was a Lotus duel? Oh boy, that, you don't see that happen very often, and Boris has just got the double gains. Okay, well, you do also have to make sure that you win the duel, because you could be rewarding double damage the other way, you know, so, but in most cases, I'd imagine, especially at this level of play, you're committing in for a duel, you're looking to go for the kill, so. As it stands now, though, WanteD still kind of hanging in a very defensive position here. They're down one set of racks, but it obviously doesn't feel like they're out of the game yet. It's still a pretty heavy net worth advantage for DC, even given these recent trades. They still hold that 30,000 net worth. 38 minutes in, I mean, how much hope do you hold on for someone like WanteD to even come back in this game? This is tense right now.
Coin queen of the realm.
Yep. He is pretty durable for his team. AC moving in. Resolution out front now. Coming on in, could run right into Boris, who holds that gem. Boris has now purged himself. The Lincolns has been popped. And Chesty forces out the Shadow Dance of Resolution. Move in. Nice BKB for Boris. Avoids the stomp. But he's in a bit of a trouble. He's in a big trouble. Oh, good swap save there from PPD. Gets Boris out of trouble on that one. But it is going to be Chesty, who is going to be now focused from DC. He's out for 100 seconds without a buyback. And that's going to be game. Cute little plays there at the end, but Digital Chaos have already built up so much of an advantage for themselves this game that it is not going to be slipped away. Well played by them. They'll take game one of this best of 3. Yeah, this is... What an entertaining game when you think about everything that had happened. The start of the game already was pretty chaotic. You had even those ridiculous moments. Misery sending Chessie back inside the fountain. There at the end, the double dual damage with the Lotus Orb. But you could definitely see just the high caliber skill from both. Even at the end there, the clutch swaps, the BKB timings. And these teams are definitely giving it their all. But DC just kind of, you know, what is it that they